Hey, what's up? We're a lot like birds, and this is our dream tour lineup.
I think my dream tour lineup would be Death Cab headlining. Actually, shit, I don't know if they would headline this. Death Cab, Sigur Rós, and Copeland, and then like my band would open. That'd be pretty cool. So the headliner would be Death Cab or Sigur Rós, whichever is bigger. I don't really know. My reason being for Death Cab is that like I've grown up listening to them, and I know most of their songs on guitar, and like they're my go-to songs when I like want to just sing something. And Gibbard is a lyrical genius. I would choose Sigur Rós because they are definitely the most incredible live show I've ever seen. Jonesy is perfect, and just how ideally it would be like with their setup for Talk, with like a full string section. Just like I watch the DVD Hyema regularly. Like just that DVD specifically is a huge influence, down to like their production, like
oh my gosh, yeah.
And just like the crazy ideas they had in that DVD of just like, you know, playing like a marimba made out of rocks, that they somehow found all the tunings for it. Anyway, I love Sigur Rós. So then Copeland, Matt and I actually had the pleasure of just seeing them for their kind of tenure type thing.
Yeah, but they played like a pretty much a whole collection, like new and old stuff. It was really, really cool. Just very intimate night, just them and like a very short opening act. So.
And why I would choose them is I just think they are so tasteful about everything in their band. I love their art. I love how they present themselves, and especially how they presented their live set. They just like put a lot of thought into how each song flows into each other. Like they kind of open the set by the girl who sings on their records. She opened with her music, and then eventually they started playing a like musical piece that sounded familiar, and she was kind of like singing like sparsely throughout it, and I was kind of just like, I feel like I know what this is, but I don't know her music so well. And then before you knew it, like oh, also throughout her entire set, each song somebody was coming out to play another instrument. So like a drummer would come out, bassist would come out, and I was pretty sure they were members of Copeland. And then by the end of it, when they started playing that familiar thing, the whole band was just like on stage, and it was
So
a now
cool.
a Copeland song.
It's so cool.
I just thought that was really brilliant. Their arrangements are brilliant. I actually don't want to tour with any of these bands because we would sound like shit in comparison.
So I guess we could have talked about this a little bit, because two on mine are actually Death Cab and Copeland. But I'm trying to be a little creative here. One that would be kind of for my like nerd list. A lot of people think they're a little silly, but the Beach Boys actually, they were a really big influence for me vocally, and I think it would be amazing to just see a band like that was so revolutionary for their time. And Brian Wilson is just someone who I think had a mind for music that was so, you know, out of left field to a lot of people, but really just like, I don't know, it blows my mind when I listen to. And you know, like granted, their songs, they're a lot older in the mix. A lot of times it's hard to kind of listen to because some people think they're kind of silly, but just the orchestration and the ideas and melodies alone just are constantly blow me away. So I guess that would be kind of cool, but I was going to say Death Cab as headliner, so they've just been a huge influence for me. Every musician in that band just like makes me want to stop playing, basically, and bass especially is incredible in that, and then Ben is just phenomenal, and his lyrics and melody is just constantly, I always find myself writing something that is heavily influenced by them whenever I'm writing stuff. It always resounds in my head, those notes. But yeah, I'm trying to think of another one. Yeah. Oh, Manchester Orchestra. Oh my gosh, one of my biggest influences. I love them to death, and I think ultimately at the end of the day they seem like really funny and fun guys, and I just feel like it'd be good dudes to have around, and on top of that they're geniuses as well. So yeah, those would probably be my three.
if I were to add anything to this, the package we have right now is like, you know, they're not the hugest bands in the world, but they are all just like mind-blowingly good musicians. You know, currently playing in the background.
Yeah.
It's old.